Hello and welcome again to Cliff Shed, and I of course am Cliff. Like I said at the end of the last one, I'm going to try and make some sort of shroud for the motor. The motor fits on here, on these, I don't know if the camera's going to pick them up, but it fits on these 4 studs here. Now I did have on the back bit I've got that goes on here, when I made that, I made a bit on there that protects it a bit from the swarf that comes off of the business end of the lathe, but I want to make something a little bit better than that for it, so that's what I'm going to do. Figure I always licking my legs for it. Say hello to the camera, fat boy. And the fat boy is up here licking me legs and helping as usual, because he's a dear little fat boy, isn't he? Oh, right, you get down, I'll get on. My chosen material for this project is a bit of this. This is an old side of a boiler, a panel of an old boiler anyway, which I've had hanging about. Sort of thing I do, sort of thing I keep, much to my wife's bewilderment. But anyway, I'm going to cut a bit of this out to try and make the shroud. Right, so this is the bit I've cut out. Now I just want to put a 90-degree bend in it, bring that out there, and see where we go from there. Don't need it right on the bottom here, so about there. Right, so I've just clamped a bit of metal over here. There's nothing that won't fit in my vice or anything. It's quite thin. I'm hoping I'll just be able to bend it and bash it. This clamp was any good, it might have been alright, but that's all it needed. Alright, back to the lathe. Alright, so this is going to go in here like that. So I need to mark the position of them studs. So I'm hoping if I use a bit of my blue pen on them, because they are slightly rounded at the ends. Give them a bit of a tap with an hammer. Hopefully it'll leave an impression on here. Worked just about. I'll wipe them off and do it again though. I don't believe that one. Right, try again. Ain't gonna be that fantastically accurate, these holes. I'm going to drill them a bit oversized anyway to give it a bit of leeway. Right, try again. That's better. Right, got them. I bought these Parkside step drills the other day when I was in Lidl's. Thought I'd give them a go. This goes up to a 12, let's give that a go. Already drilled pilot holes in it. See if these are any good. Not that this is much of a test. It's a test. Made short work of them. And I can clean up the other sides. The 12mm bit. Marvellous. Can't complain about them so far. Well, the holes were in the right place, fitted over the studs quite nicely. But now I just want to get another position on here, get another bend in it. A little bit more than that. Get a different clamp this time. So there we have it. That bit's done. Now I've got to decide what I'll do with the end here. Whether I'll try and cut a bit of metal, fold it and rivet it on or something. That'd probably be the best thing, but it's getting these tight little bends in that might be the problem to rivet it on. Let's cut a bit anyway, before it gets too late. Right, if I utilise the other bit of that cover, I've got a nice tight bend on there, so I could get around there, mark the rest of it off of that. I'll do that about ½ inch bigger than that, and I'll see if I can just bend them over. Try and cut it out first. Ooh, so I'll cut that out. I ain't cleaned this up yet, there's some Sharpies on here. Cut that out, cut that unnecessary bit off there. Now I can put that in there, make a fold in that top one. Fold this one. Just put them inside and rivet it. That'll be the easiest thing to do. So I just need to do what I'll do them one side, one bit at a time. I need to cut that bit out and then bend that down there. Might even be able to do that in the vise. think I've cut the corners off, so I might be able to pull this over in the vise. But if that fits, that's quite good. See if it fits. Going to be alright. Just need to get this bend here a little bit tighter, and that will stretch that out a bit, and this will all go together well enough for riveting, I think. Cool. Fortunately, before I started riveting this up, I thought I'd get it up here just to see how it fits. Fits great, I mean, there's no problem with that. What there would be a problem with is where my fingers are now is where I've got to tighten that up when I put the motor and the bolts in. If I've got this end on, it'll be impossible to do that. So I'm not going to be able to rivet these, I'm just going to have to nut and bolt this together, which will be fine. But good job I didn't rivet it and then figure that one out. I'd have had the right hump. Anyway, it's quite a nice box to protect the motor. So rather than arse about with nuts and bolts and whatever, I'm just going to whack some self-tappers in here. Because that's all it needs. That's all it's getting. And if I can find my other screwdriver, I can't find it. Right, I'll clean it up and take it outside and spray it. Getting these nuts on is an absolute nightmare. Mostly because it's not the original motor and it's much bigger than the original was. But with the help of a magnetised screwdriver and a finger, you can get them on. Not something you want to do too often though. Alright, well that's the motor and belt on, and I've got to tell you that was a bastard. It's very hard to do that motor up, and then you've got to try and track it. It's taken me ages, but I have managed to get the two little belts I've got on here. I want to get some new belts, but these are the old ones that I'm using. To get them running in the middle of this was a bit of a shit, but I remember it from before. But there you go, it's on there. I haven't been able to switch the motor on yet because I haven't got any oil in the headstock. I'm not going to risk running that at all with no oil in it, not even for a couple of minutes. Very slow to track this belt, but I'll check it when I get the oil in there. But that's it, that's the mount. So I ain't got the end on the cover yet. I wanted to get all this tracked up before I put the end on. But that's it, the cover's on. Well, let's get the end on. Right, so there it is. From the back, which of course you'd never see. And from the front, which of course you would see. But I will have to alter the back box I made. Just wave the camera around there like where the back box goes, but I'm going to have to alter the back box a bit. Not sure how much. Probably quite a lot, but anyway. That's on there. Looks like it was made for it, doesn't it? That's the beauty of keeping old bits of toot. That old side of the boiler was well handy. I'd have had to have bought some aluminium for that if I didn't have that. Kerching. I just got a panic on that the chuck, if it was opened right up to its fullest extent, the actual jaws might clump that new motor casing, but they don't, so that's alright. The 4-jaw might, 'cause that's a bit bigger. But very rarely be putting anything in that big anyway. Right. Well, my next move is going to be to get the apron and the saddle, or carriage as it's properly called, to get them on and deal with that little crack in the carriage nut thread thing. Anyway, that'll be for the next one. That's this one done and dusted. See you again soon. Bye for now.